Hey guys, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make something for the stove. Well, first what I got to do is I got to clean this thing out. The other night I was looking at PyroMan675's channel. He just uploaded a new video where he was talking about the new build that he did, which is a little burner made out of coffee cans. And I started looking around at some of the other videos after I watched his and started noticing that a lot of people out there who have these kind of wood burning stoves, or even when they make their own, there's one thing I have never seen anybody do, and that is put a false floor in these things. They talk about how they last only for like 2 or 3 years. Well, they would last a lot longer if you were to put a false floor in the things. Like in this one here, what I did is I've got these 2 pieces of expanded steel that go down. One lays down over the way the floor is designed. It's got a dip in it. I take one, and it fits down inside of that dip and makes it level. And then I have the other one that fits over the top of this, and it creates airflow underneath all the coals and stuff. I mean, to a point. Once enough ash and coals are created, then they all fall down inside, and then, you know, the only air that's able to come in is just right up underneath the door here. And metal can. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to make a false floor for this thing, because these things are starting to wear out. You know, they get all warped and everything. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another false floor in this thing that elevates everything up. Elevates all the wood so air can get underneath it. And, ooh, dang, there's still some good coal, good chunks of stuff in there. Screw it. I was also looking around yesterday on here, and Fearless Front is on his next video, and he's just putting up on the video that I watched, which is his newest one. For some reason it's not showing up in my email things. He built his exhaust, but this is actually, he did one idea and then he's doing another idea, but the thing is the second idea is good, but the thing that the one thing with these engines is that they tend to vibrate a lot. These clone engines, like what he's got on his ride, the clone engine, they vibrate a lot. So when he bolts on his exhaust tightly, and then he runs it down, and he's going to bracket it, or actually use a hose clamp, and hose clamp it underneath his seat and get that tight. But the problem with that is that because of the vibration of the engine, so if this is bolted solid and this is virtually solid, the weakest point is going to break, and it's either going to be along the welds of the exhaust pipe, or chances are, worst case scenario, it could be the bolts that are on the flange that bolt his exhaust on. So when you watch this, Fearless, you might want to think about bolting everything completely solid except for the area that's going to be holding the pipe underneath your seat. You might want to get that, set something up where that's going to be able to vibrate, because the vibration from the engine alone, and anybody who's worked with these clone engines will tell you that they tend to vibrate a lot. They're not like the high dollar, superly well balanced machines. I mean, they work great, but you know, it's just they tend to have a lot of vibration. So you might want to think about doing that too. At least that would be a problem that I foresee you having later on. You might want to think about that. Just take your exhaust and make it so that way it can sit underneath your seat and vibrate along with the engine instead of being completely solid. I've got, dang, I don't know where it's at now, but you could still use your hose clamp, but you just you could probably just get a bigger one and then take some, oh, where's that stuff at? I've got some around here somewhere. Here we go. This stuff is exhaust dampening sound stuff that you put in an exhaust pipe. And what you can do is you can take this stuff, and it's pretty heat tolerant. You can wrap it around your exhaust pipe and then put your C-clamp around that, or hose clamp around that, but don't tighten it. And the vibration from the engine going down will make it so that way you're not hearing the rattle of the exhaust pipe against the hose clamp, and the hose clamp ain't going to be vibrating and going in circles and all that kind of crap. You know, you won't have that going on. Yeah, that's the only thing I can see that could be a problem with solidifying the exhaust pipe underneath the seat. I like the way you had it before, where the exhaust pipe went away from everything. But you know, it's your build. That's cool. And I'm gonna get this dang thing built up, and what I think I'm gonna do is I gotta get some measurements now. Oh wait, here we go. How far do I want this to go back? Let's go back to the lip. What? Okay, there's the lip. Right there. We're at 14 inches. And 7 3/4. 14 back and 7 3/4 wide. Okay, gotta cut some angle iron. I'm going to cut 4 of these. Yeah, could you imagine that? And these little metal markers, chalk markers, I'm going to stick it in my mouth. Oh, shit! There's 3. Okay, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set them up like this. Like that. So we'll have a channel of air and have a split all the way down through them. That. I don't know. Yeah, we'll do it that way. So what I'm going to do here... Nope, I need to cut 5. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay. Now, need to cut a piece of flat stock. 1 inch, 1/8 inch thick. And I don't have any. Okay, so now I'm going to just, this is an 1/8 inch, this is actually my spindle steel that I build spindles out of, and I don't like that. And that's what we're gonna cut it out as, right there, yes. There's 1. And I think all I'm really gonna have to do is 2. That's all I want to do. I don't want to waste this material on this. So what I'm gonna do is I'll be welding 1 right down under here and 1 right down over there. Okay, so now my openings should be about 1/8 of an inch. And come in about 2 and about 1 inch. 1.5 inches. There we go. Looks good. Looks so good, it's almost as if I planned it this way, huh? Not really. Okay, now I need... Just put my damn helmet all the way on. Just use this gimpy thing. Got an insulated cup now. Mm-hmm. There you go. Okie dokie. Alright, so that's what we got so far. There we go. Now all I gotta do is grind off this stuff, make this a little bit more flat. I'm not going to worry about cleaning off the slag and all that crap. I'm not going to deal with that. And it's going to be on the fire anyway, so don't know how that should work pretty decently. Alright, well, just grinded that stuff all flat. Now let's see how well it's going to work. It's got some weight to it. It's all smoky over here. Okay. Well, you can see how one bar doesn't go all the way to the end. How they both don't go all the way to the end, and one of them extends in farther than the other. That's because this is the front where the dip is at right here. So voila. Damn, like a fucking glove, man. Look at that. Like a glove. So now air will be able to go up underneath here and extend down further. Chances are, it looks like the angle iron just barely comes to the existing lip that's in there. Right there. There's a little lip right there. So maybe I could still use my expanded steel. It might work. Huh. Now all I gotta do is grab some firewood, cut it up. We'll test this bad boy out. Yeah? Alright, well, we got the fire started. Check it out. Ooh, all stacked really nice and neat and there. Okay, sorry for that last one. Dang battery died on me. But, okay, here we go. Look at that. Isn't she pretty? Oh, there's smoke coming out of there. And I'm using some 2x2s made from redwood. See? It's red. But, yeah. So, there we go. Very cool, huh? Might want to shut this door before it blows out at me. Okay, let me see if I can get down in here a little bit. I'll burn the hell out of my camera, melt my lens. See the flame going up the exhaust or chimney there. Woohoo! See, I brought my fan out, but that doesn't really do too good. I have to get this place closed off, and I haven't even been working on that at all. Been slacking. Close this thing up. Wow. Can you hear that? The smoke. Yeah, it looks like those angle iron underneath there is working pretty well. Let's see if we can look in there. See it. Yeah. Looks like it's doing the trick. Let air up underneath there. Yep. Looking good. Alright guys, well tell me what you think, and I've looked around a lot on YouTube here and watched a lot of videos the other day, and it seems like nobody has a, has a false floor in their stove. Don't understand why people don't focus on that. Huh. I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with it I don't know about.